Hoodie guy coming back with another Kaspa video. You can see we had a big red wick down. I don't know if anyone was able to pick it up down there. You can see obviously Bitcoin hit all-time highs, and then it did go back down to 61,000 something. It's bouncing back almost 64,000. You can see Kaspa here on CoinMarketCap is showing they got down to 13.5 cents. It's working its way back up to 15 cents. So I know that there was some, I don't know if it was true, but here it appears that a large amount of Bitcoin mined in 2010 was dumped following the all-time high, partially contributing to today's price. So old hands to new hands. I'm not sure if that's true. So part of that is like the thumbnail, get rich slowly. It takes time for this to unfold. And you just got to keep everything in perspective. Even with Kaspa and the security, if you look at the hash rate of Kaspa versus the hash rate of Bitcoin, those hash rates are at two different Bitcoin, the last time it was 174 petahashes was a long time ago. So you can see that it's way up there in terms of its hash rate. And you can see that Kaspa is still doing pretty good. 1.7 million the last 24 hours for miners, 2.2 million for Doge. Doge kind of crashed down quite a bit, even took a harder hit, down 14%. So you just got to be patient. It takes time, and there's a lot of BS out there. And in some ways it's a big casino. I mean, you can see that Shiba Inu jumped up. I mean, dog with hat. I mean, just meme coins, and that's part of it. And I'm into ordinals a little bit. There's things going on there, but you just got to be patient. I mean, if that was someone that held since 2010, I mean, that's 14 years, 13 and a half years, depending on 2010 when they mined it. If it was at the end of 2010 and, then it was just a little over, 13 years or whatever, 14 years. So, yeah, you just got to be patient, and, you're going to see a lot up and down. Obviously been in the market a while. We are getting into extreme greed. And, so now this is the first time that Bitcoin's ever hit an all-time high prior to the halving, which is 45 days away, somewhere around April 20th, give or take a couple days. So we're in kind of new uncharted territories. We don't know what's going to happen. Is Bitcoin market going to peak this year, next year? Plus, Cardano peaked at a different time than Bitcoin. So you just got to be patient. For me, I'm being patient. There's a lot of BS out there, and all sorts of different projects where people are kind of construing what someone else says or a fact to try to make their project seem cooler than it is. You just got to know what you hold, and then also figure out a plan. This guy, okay, that's cool. He held it, and Bitcoin's going to go up forever. But, at some point, you're just looking at numbers on a screen. If you can pay off some debt, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to pay off mortgage, try to pay off all my debts, and then hopefully have some Bitcoin left, and then maybe a little bit of Kaspa, and then maybe, buy some land or something, and then just gear up for the next bull run. So, yeah, we're all going to have different plans of what we're going to try to do. We all live in different economies that take a different amount of money, so it's going to look different for everyone else. But now's a good time to try to really filter through a lot of the BS. It's a happy time because overall things are going up, and you just got to put everything in perspective, and then also just kind of get a game plan for some exit strategy, because when things are hot and heavy, the best time to sell is when everything's hot and heavy and it doesn't feel like the best time to sell. So getting a game plan together, and figuring out what some real world goals you might have. If you're going to try to pay off debt or buy a house or do whatever you want, maybe you don't want to have a house, maybe you don't want to have any possessions. So getting that game plan together. For me, I had some family members, my grandma and uncle, that had houses, and the houses appreciated. And my grandma was able in her older age to live off the house, and then the family members still inherited some money. So I believe that's a decent long-term investment. And so, I think a diversified portfolio is not bad. But anyways, kind of sidetracked. Doesn't hurt to figure out what your exit strategy goes on, whatever projects you're in. Now's a good time while, not selling today. But things are hot and heavy, and you get all excitement up to 69,000, and you're back down to 63, 61,000. But once it gets hot and heavier and you start going to even farther into uncharted territories, Kaspa's up to 20, 30, 40 cents, 70 cents. Having a game plan so that you're less emotional and more rational and it's just numbers on a screen, and you're taking profit at a certain point and locking it up so that you just don't watch your portfolio go up and go down and just don't turn it into anything real. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.